moved to Detroit with Stevie and her 5 other children. He began playing piano, harmonica, drums, and bass at an early age and was active in his church choir. Ronnie White of the Miracles discovered Stevie in 1961 and brought Stevie and his mother to Motown, where he was signed to a record deal with the name Little Stevie Wonder. His stage name came from being hyped as the 8th wonder of the world. Wonder released his first 2 albums, The Jazz Soul of Little Stevie and Tribute to Uncle Ray in 1962. Stevie's big break came with the 1963 hit single Fingertips. The song featured Wonder on vocals, bongos, and harmonica, and a young Marvin Gaye on drums, and was a #1 hit, making him the youngest artist ever to top the chart.
Clap your hands just a little bit louder. Clap your hands just a little bit louder.
Stevie also dabbled in movies, appearing as himself in 1964's Muscle Beach Party and the sequel Bikini Beach. He also performed Happy Feelin' and Happy Street in those films.
That's my street, happy street.
Wonder dropped a little from his name in 1963 and had more hits through the 60s, including For Once in My Life, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, and Uptight, Everything's All Right. He also worked as a songwriter, composing for himself and his label mates, including Smokey Robinson's #1 hit, Tears of a Clown. His 15th album, 1972's Talking Book, featured You Are the Sunshine of My Life and Superstition, which expanded his audience to rock fans. He also began touring with the Rolling Stones to avoid being pigeonholed as an R&B act. Wonder released Songs in the Key of Life in 1976, and it became the first release by an American artist to debut at #1 on the Billboard charts. The double album included #1 hits, I Wish and Sir Duke, and Isn't She Lovely, which he wrote about his baby daughter, Aisha. He reached another milestone with 1984's soundtrack for The Woman in Red. The lead single, I Just Called to Say I Love You, was a #1 in both the U.S. and the U.K., and it won the Academy Award for Best Song in 1985.
I just called to say I love you.
Wonder continued recording and performing through the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. He's won 22 Grammys, the most ever by a solo artist, plus a Lifetime Achievement Award. Stevie Wonder was inducted to both the Rock and Roll and Songwriters Halls of Fame in 2008. All things Stevie Wonder. Info, music, and more are on iHeartRadio. Keyword Stevie Wonder.
Crazy, and I'm saying, help, help, I'm going to die. And he says, no, push, push. And this is what he said. Now you're building muscle. Now. I said, what do you think the last 13 was? Fake? No, he says, no, now. Because, see, now you're tearing down the muscle cells that wouldn't be competent enough for larger amounts of weight. Those things are going to get torn off. It's going to be displaced, and new ones are going to grow in their place. Right now, you're building muscle. I said, well, could you help me build muscle, please? So you know what he did? He could have just grabbed the bar and put it on, but instead, he didn't even give me a hand. He gave me a finger. I wanted to give him a finger, but I didn't. He put his finger there like this, and he just pulled it. Good, push, push, push. And you know what? He gave me just enough strength so that I could accomplish that push, because he says, now you're building muscle. If he did this and put it on the bar, I wouldn't have built anything. But he just gave me enough so that by his strength, I was able to accomplish this. See, sometimes when we say, by God's strength, we just think as Christians, oh, I don't have to do anything, just kind of do squat. No. You're going to be shaking, you're going to be vibrating, you're going to do everything you can to push and do what God's telling you to do. And God, by His finger, is going to help you to overcome. By His strength. Does that mean you don't do anything? Oh, no, no, no. Because now you're building muscle. Now you're building faith. See, some of you are at that 3.5-yard marker. Bang! And God says, now get up. I can't get up. I'm tired. Now you're building faith. Oh, what do you think I've been doing in church so far? Just practice. Because you see, you're going to get inspired in church, but it's out there when you're lifting the weights at home, when you're getting stuff done, or someone cuts you off, and you get a setback of some kind. And God is saying, now you're building faith.